morning, Raj. How are you doing?
Good morning. I'm doing great.
Good
Thank you
to
for
know.
asking. And how are you?
I am also good, pretty well. Morning is always good.
Yeah.
Yes. And so, did you wake up late today as well, or did you wake up early today?
Way early.
Very early?
Uh, yes,
Okay.
at
And
5 maybe.
that's too early. So, did you go out
Yeah.
somewhere, or you had some work?
No. I was just reading a book.
Okay. And which book are you reading?
It is the works of Bhagat Singh.
Oh, that's nice. And how is it going so far?
It is nice one.
It
Yeah.
is nice. So, what does
Yeah.
it? I mean, his journey is being discussed there.
No, all those things that he had written while he was in prison.
Okay.
It's something like that.
Okay.
Along with that famous why I am an atheist.
Why I'm an atheist. Okay.
Yeah.
So how was it going so far? Like if you can tell me a little bit more about it. This sounds interesting.
So, if I can explain about the why I am an atheist, the simple logic, the that if there is an Almighty, how is he looking all these hardships of people? Why he made this world, or why he is looking all those sufferings? Why, if he has the supreme power, why can't he bear that, or why can't he help them, or why is he helping the culprits?
Yeah.
So those things were there.
Okay. It is quite motivating, right?
Yeah,
Okay. And he's actually spoken about the hard truth of life. That's true. Like people do believe
right.
that. Of course, we do believe that there's God. How about you? What are your views? You not go deeper into this. This is
Uh,
a controversial topic, but then still.
of, of course, I might have already told you that I'm an atheist,
Yeah.
and
No.
all these thoughts, maybe because these thoughts have been pondering or
Okay.
bothering me as well ever since I started thinking on my own. Like when I was in late teenage of my, when I was in at the later stage of my teenage, I started thinking all this, especially when somebody used to tell me that okay, this should be done, otherwise God will curse you.
Right.
So I used to think that these are useless. I mean, where the hell people are doing so bad things?
Right.
Why are they successful, or why are they leading their life the way they want to? Why is
Yeah.
not God cursing them? So yeah, I started from there, and then I started feeling that whatever happens to you, maybe you can call it destiny, it's okay, but sometimes you are out of control because of the environment, and
Yes.
sometimes you can control it because of the chances or the ambience you get it. So it's
Right.
all about you, the way you want to lead. Whatever you will do, you will reap that at
Re-
later stage for
Right.
sure.
So when you came up with these thoughts, how about your elders? Did they tell you that no, you are not on the right track, and did people come and oppose you?
No, I mean, I hardly get any opposition. Of course, they keep thinking the other way, or they try to persuade me. But
Yeah.
I ask that give me one reason. For example, there are so many superstitions, and they ask me to believe in that. So I
Yes.
ask, give me one reason why should I believe on this or at
Yes.
this, and they hardly have any reason. They only keep saying that okay, this is how it is being believed for ages and all that.
Right.
That's all.
So then it
So
becomes quite argumentative, right? Because they have their own point of view, and you have
yeah,
your own.
yes, that's why I do not. Uh, I mean, I do
Engage.
not fall in that argument. I just keep myself away. Okay, whatever I have, I know what I want to do, or how I think. Let
Yes.
you think your way, and let me think mine.
True, true, true. So that's good to keep your thoughts separate because the moment it comes together, and of course we all, when we are growing up, we have our own point of view, and we start finding our own journey. It's that what we are inculcated in from our childhood, we try to deviate from it because we are building up our own stories and we are building up our own journey. So yes,
Right.
it's good to keep it separate so that there is no, you don't land up into arguments.
Yeah.
Okay, so Raj, today I will just try to show you. Let me see if I can share the screen with you, and just let me know if no, I think it's not.
Mm,
You can see the screen? No, but I
no.
can't. No, you can't see the screen, right?
No. No.
Okay, it's okay. I was trying to put something, but I don't think so. I wanted to show you a picture, but then it's not happening for some reason. It generally happens on Zoom.
Yeah, I think this has been done by other tutors here. They have shared sometimes the screen.
They have shared.
Yeah.
So there should be an option. Just let me know if you can see something. No, your
Yeah.
own.
Yeah. Yeah. My own.
Okay, okay. Let's not go there. Then I wanted to show you a picture, but then it's not happening. Forget it. It's okay. So basically, I wanted to show you some picture, and I wanted to make you to build up a story on that. So
Okay.
yeah. So now I can't reach out. I had actually kept the thing ready. Now I thought it would be easy to share screen. Some reason it's not happening. It's okay. Okay. So today's topic is motivation. Have you gone through it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So the two idioms shared here is ring a bell and cut
And
to the
yeah, the first one is like something that appears to be known.
no.
Uh, like, for example, when I heard of this, something this rang a bell in me that yeah, I knew it earlier,
Mhm.
or something like that.
Yeah.
And the other one is cut to the chase. It means uh, come to the point,
Come to
start
the
doing something. Yeah.
yeah. So cut to the chase, come to the point. So motivation. Motivation can be defined as the need or reason or for doing something. Do you think you agree with this definition?
Yeah, of course, I agree. Motivation is required, but I think it a different way. For example, I would say that to look to get motivated by others' page or others' idea is not a good idea because you would not be able to keep that motivation for longer.
Right.
For example, if I listen to someone, it gets me motivated. I would listen to him or her and then start following his or her beliefs for 1 day or 2 day, maybe a week, and then again I would fall in my zone. I would start following my routine the other way, the way I used to do earlier. And once again, I would be in a position where I would require motivation.
Right.
So this has been in my case as well. And I think that if you look at from an inner voice, if some inner voice motivates you to do something, that would be the best option. And we can take millions of examples, starting with Sachin Tendulkar.
Right.
He became great because he only wanted to play cricket. It was he was motivated to do that. The moment he used to hit the deck or hit the ground, he used to enjoy it in a way that he used to keep practicing, and became what
Master.
he became
Yeah.
and mastered it. Yeah. So it was his inner strength that made him motivated to reach the height.
Right. Yeah.
If anybody has that kind of motivation, can do anything. But if we fall in the category of where we need motivation from outsiders,
Yes.
we may become successful. That depends upon person. I mean, that will differ from person to person. But in
Mhm.
most cases, we would keep requiring that motivation time and again. If we
Right.
get only for a time, and then the same will happen to us, that for
Yes.
some time we will follow and then again we will seek motivation.
Hmm. And it tends to fade away, as you just said, that that 1 or 2 days
Yeah,
you will just follow it, and then you'll keep reminding yourself. But if it's there inside you, then only you will start working towards it.
right.
Right, right. Okay. So, how do you define motivation? The same
So
way?
yeah, like I explained that it should
Yeah.
be from inner strength, that
Inner.
whatever I want to do,
Mm-hmm.
I should be, I mean, I should be thinking all the time that yes, I have that capacity, I can do it. And the moment I reach there, I have to keep that faith in me
Yes,
throughout
right.
the journey.
Right. How do you motivate your friends if they ask for some help, or maybe you just want to motivate someone who's low? So, how do you do that?
I have not done this till now because I don't think anybody has come to me for this purpose. But of course, if I have to motivate someone, I just simply take the examples of the successful people, and like I'm explaining to you, I would explain the same way to either some of my students or my friends, whoever is in that position.
Right.
Of course, I have done this sometime with my students to motivate him. Yes, of course, you have to do it.
Yes,
If you
yes.
are willing to learn something, you have
Mhm.
to keep a target and then focus on that till the time you achieve
Right.
the target.
So, are you an approachable person, Raj? That people, when your students come to you, do they come and approach to you besides of what they are learning from you?
Uh, well, I think I am, but it depends upon person whether he thinks whether he can get something from me or not. So if
Right.
someone believes that or comes to me, I can definitely give something for sure.
Guidance. Yeah, definitely. So, I think Raj, just the smile add on to your face, and you'll become approachable.
Yeah, yeah,
You
of course.
really tend to forget your smile because you have a nice
Yeah,
smile, but you still tend to forget it to use it.
yeah,
Use it, as much as you can. It's your asset. Please use it.
right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Uh,
So yeah, because what happens when you're answering, it becomes very straight face, and then it looks that you're very serious. But then when
right,
you're answering with a smile, it becomes more pleasant, and the person wants to know more.
right, right.
Okay. Okay. What are some of the factors of motivation? Factors.
Mm. The factors of motivation would be like first thing that you should have one target. The other that you have a meaningful target. It's not that you have to achieve something, but you should
Yes.
have back that your target with some or the other purpose, that yes,
Yeah.
I want to do it because of this or this reason. So I think these two are the main factors. If these two are there,
Mhm.
one would have motivation and one can do great
A lot of
things
things,
for sure.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. So what part does motivation plays in effective teaching?
uh, I mean,
What does
yes.
part does motivation plays in effective teaching?
Well, it does play an important role for sure, because if we look back to the way the education system is in our
Right.
country, of course, if we go back, the teachers were very strict.
Correct.
They were like, you have to do it. How
Correct.
can't you do it? But when we think about the situations, and even today, or even if we had this process earlier as well, so we would have done great things in different way. I mean, there should be a motivation to guide someone, and we should look forward that if someone is unable to do, the reason behind that, that why
Right.
he or she is unable to do, what is different from
Mhm.
others, that one is able and the another is unable. So
Yes.
if we go deep in all those things, of course, there should be something, some reasons that motivates us to think like that. And if there is nothing, we would keep doing all those orthodox techniques, which is not good.
Right, right, right. So if you go to see, many years ago there was Gurukul. Yeah, the
Yeah,
education was under the tree, sitting under the tree, and then there was a Guruji who used to teach their shishya, if you remember that. And if you read books about them as well, they used to focus on every child's trait. What is the good about it?
right.
So
Yeah,
later on, the school education became like that. The ones who are the studious ones or who are getting the first position, they are always treated well and they are put forward for everything. Okay, so
right,
yeah, so you must have observed that. If you were like not that studious ones and you were in the middle, the children who were always the very studious and they were behind all the time behind teacher. They were always put in front, and still it's happening. I'm not taking that away, it's still happening in school system. But if you go to the Gurukul behind, and there's a lot of learning from that time, that the teacher, the tutor used to actually look at every child's special trait and then motivate the child to take their journey. So that was the real teaching style, what I feel. And that was the good part about a teacher, a guru, that when they actually support the child to understand that this is your path, now go ahead, it's your journey, now you find your way yourself.
yeah, and that is why we are moving forward to look back and try to imitate that style. I
Exactly.
mean, in many, if I'm not wrong, in many schools that is reputed, they have these things. I mean, section wise, or even they have the special classes for those who are weak. So
Yes.
they are focusing in some or the other manner the same logic,
Right.
that yes, this boy needs some more time or more energy to help them encourage or to encourage them. So yes,
Right.
that was the best thing to do. And this is, of course, if we are going to look this way, we are going to help students as well.
Yes, exactly. So also, if you go to see the international boards nowadays, IB schools, they are also they are imbibing the same things. They are picking up a child. If the child is good in supposedly fashion designing, okay, so the child
Yeah,
is put in those projects where the child has to learn more about designing, more about interning with the designer, and they learn from a young age, so that the entrepreneur skills build up in them and they understand how to take it forward.
right. And that is what we are also looking for many years, or we are trying to change our education system with some or the other policy, so that we could imbibe these things and we could encourage students to take their choice, their
Exactly.
career on their choice, of their
Exactly.
choice.
Exactly. So that's very important, because what happened was, our time in my school, so we were only told, okay, engineer, doctor, or lawyer. So these were the options,
Yeah,
right? So
yes.
yeah, so then you can't
And
actually figure out. So you can't actually figure out which direction to go, because, like for example, mine, I had said no, I can't do this. I just can't do it. I told it at a very young age that don't even expect out of me. So that was very clear to my parents, and that's why they supported me for what I wanted.
yeah, and I would like to add
Yes.
that uh, even today, at many places in our country, the students or the child do not have this liberty. They are told that you have to do this, and if they are okay with that, they can do. It's good. If they are not, their life is miserable for sure.
Right. Right. Right.
And that is being even is the case in many parts. And even today, the situation is something that in villages or in small cities, the child or the students do not have that much options. If they are good enough, if their family can back them financially, they can go for doctor or engineer. If
Right.
they are not, they would go for government jobs. Most if they are brilliant, they would go for UPSC, and
Yes.
that's it. These are
Yes.
the opportunities that students get.
Yes, right,
So
right.
we have
But
to
although if
change
you
this.
compare, yes, it's happening in many places. But although if you compare now, things are getting much better because of the exposure towards the, you know, towards the whole world. I would say that
Yeah.
things are changing in a big way. Like, they are opting for other fields as well, media fields and journalism. So on. There are many other fields now opening up, and people are ready. Some, I would not say all, but some are still ready to send their kids out of their cities to explore these sites.
Yes, of course.
Yeah,
That's why I added this, that even
some,
today some places, but
yes,
of
some,
course, uh, like if I can say, I would not be able to describe it in another way. Maybe the style, the guardians of the metropolitan cities or the guardian in villages. There are juncture of both kinds
yeah,
of people. I
both
mean,
kinds.
even in metropolitan cities, there are the stubborn guardian or conservative guardian that do not allow the students,
Yes.
or even in villages or small cities, there are liberal guardians.
Hmm.
But the case are still in some way that if we try to term it in percentage, if we go back 10 years or 20 years back, and the condition was if the 90%, then that has shrunken down to maybe 70% or 75%, but not more than that. And
Yeah.
that is why I'm adding that this situation should be changed. And unless we reach to 100%, we are not going to support children or students in the right manner.
Right. True. Very true what you said. Okay, so what are the three things that motivate you? Just three things. Just maybe short. You can tell.
Uh, the first thing that uh, I have to do something, I have already told you many times about my past, so I would not go back.
Yes.
And I would say that whatever I'm looking forward to, so that the end result, the meaning that I'm looking forward to, that meaning is motivating me, that yes, I can do this and I should do this.
Right.
Otherwise, my life would be meaningless,
Yes.
like
Right.
it has been till now.
Yes.
So this is the one thing, and the another thing is, yes, that I believe in myself that I can do this. And the
Lovely.
third one is that if somebody who is better than me in the same field, and who appreciates my work, that yes, you have the ability, you can do this. So these three things keep motivating me, that yes, I can do it as well.
You can do it as well. Right. That's great, and that's, I'm sure that's written in your Bible also. Like, wherever you write your things. So yeah, the three things that motivate you. I believe in writing, so it's good to write it down, your thoughts. Do
Yeah,
you write things down? Your thoughts down?
yeah, of course, I write things
So you
very
follow
much.
a journal kind of thing that way you write in, and you just,
Yeah,
okay.
yes, of course.
Okay, so the last question: how do you maintain your motivation when you fail?
When I fail,
When, yeah, when you fail. Supposedly
uh,
something happens and you feel like, this shouldn't have happened, and motivation just goes
yeah,
down. So how do you come out of it?
like we were talking in starting, that we if we are looking out motivation from outside, we generally go to the our favorites and listen to their speech and all. So that's one thing. Or if I have something, that inner strength as well, I would go only for the go to things at my difficult time, like listening to music,
Yeah.
and that's fair enough.
Yes. So your look back, or your what companion is music,
Yeah.
right? Who puts you up?
Uh,
Yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry, I can't hear you.
Uh, I mean, the last word I couldn't hear.
Yeah. So I said, this is something which puts your motivation up, right?
Yeah.
Music, right? Okay.
Right.
So we have come to the end, Raj. Do you have anything to ask or to
Yeah.
add?
Yeah. I had written. I had told you the last time as well. So there is a question.
Uh-huh.
Yesterday he does a great presentation. So it's something like collocation.
Collocation, yeah.
So I thought made a great presentation or gave a great presentation.
Gave.
So made is
Gave.
wrong.
Yeah. So he
Yeah.
gave. He already delivered, right?
Okay.
So
Yeah.
he using the collocation there. So
I
yes.
mean, I mean, make a representation is wrong.
Sorry, say it again. I
Make a representation or give a representation, or both can be okay.
both can be okay, but gave is more appropriate.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the another one is seriously doubt. So seriously doubt, is it a collocation or superfluous thing? That I
Seriously,
seriously doubt that I
I
can
think
do this.
I seriously doubt that I can do this. It's fine. I think that's it's actually what was the option you gave me? Collocation in collocation.
I mean, is it a collocation or is it a superfluous statement?
It is the superfluous statement. It is not a collocation. If
Seriously
I'm
doubt is superfluous.
yes, I feel so. Maybe I have to check if I can be wrong.
Okay. And another thing that we say that 5/10 of millions of Indian. When we say 5/10 of millions, what
Five
does this actually
planes,
mean?
planes.
5/10 of millions.
Yeah,
So
5/10 of millions.
what is the number?
Five
I'm
tenths
unable to
of
get.
millions.
Yeah.
So no, I can't actually.
Like while reading the books, I got this term. It was not written 55 million or something in direct terms. It was written in 5/10 of millions. So I'm
Okay.
curious that what will the actual count of number? 5/10 of
So the
millions is equal to
5%
what?
means 500, 5 per 100, and 10 million is the 10 followed by 6 zeros. Okay, so what's the 5/10 of million in a statement? Let me find out this. Now you have given me a good work to do. This is something which is new to me as well.
Mm.
Can I write it down and in the next class I can find out and explain you this?
Yeah, of course, of course.
Yes. Please tell me that.
5/10 of millions or 55/10 of millions. So, or maybe hundreds of thousands of people. So when we say like this, actually, what is the number that we are trying to mention?
Okay, so if I'm not wrong, it comes into 50, like in thousands of millions. I feel what people are going. I mean, what is actually mentioned here is thousands of people in
Okay.
the what I
So
felt, but I can.
yeah, maybe in next session we would be clear.
Yeah, let me find out. I don't want to be wrong here, and